Good morning and welcome to A Dose of the District. My name is Firefighter Paramedic Brian Scott, and with me today is Battalion Chief Nick Sanders. We're going to briefly talk about what a Dose of the District is all about, and just describe what we're going to be doing with this podcast and who the podcast is for.
Yeah, so this was an idea that I had, I'll say going back a couple of years. I was looking for different ways to, project the district in a positive light. We do a lot with social media. I think everybody sees us just about every day on social media doing something. So, what's the next step? Podcasts are really common now. There's a lot of people doing them, and I thought it was a good way for us to kind of talk about what we do on a daily basis. Again, just project the district in a positive light to the public.
Absolutely. And just to shed some light on what this is all about even more, it's not just about Brian Scott and Chief Sanders. It's about all of our employees here at the district. So we have different teams associated with the district as far as peer support. We have a fitness support team. We have just endless things to talk about.
Just about everything we do, there's some sort of committee or team that takes care of it for sure.
Yes, and some of the locations we can even take this remote. So be looking out for that. I mean, it's going to be pretty exciting. Again, I can't stress enough that this is going to be very, very exciting.
Another thing, community engagement's a big part of our job. And we do a lot of, fire prevention in October.
Yes.
We're always doing festivals in schools and, going to churches and, spraying kids down with the fire engines, with the water, doing that, for the high school band and things like that. So
Absolutely.
This is just another way that we can get out there and meet the public and, again, kind of teach them what we do, because most of the public probably doesn't know exactly what we do on a daily basis.
Absolutely. And again, Chief Sanders and I are kicking this off, but we're going to have our battalion chiefs, we're going to have lieutenants on here, as well as our fire chief and assistant chief. So again, we're going to be talking about topics related to the fire service and what we do, like Chief Sanders said, day in and day out.
Another big part's recruitment.
Absolutely.
You talk about ways to, I'll say, entice or, convince somebody to come to the district. Somebody that's up north or even further south, they might not know exactly what the district is or what we do here.
Absolutely, yes.
And run volume and the types of calls that we go on, and that can be a big part of getting younger firefighters to come here.
Yes, and also, anybody that wants to come in in the fire service to talk about topics that's not associated with the Miami Valley Fire District. We know a lot of different departments around the area that would love to be on our podcast. So we're going to open it up to them as well. I know our Chief Johnson knows a lot of people, a lot of good speakers as well. So the topics, again, are going to be endless for this podcast.
Yeah, there's endless knowledge in this area with different different chiefs and different firefighters, and we've talked about USAR and some of those other organizations, having those folks come in, and they can even talk about what they do and what they offer and how they help us.
Yeah.
There's endless amounts of folks that would probably want to do this.
Absolutely.
I think it's going to be really cool.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be really cool. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up right now, and thank you for joining us for our first podcast of A Dose of the District with the Miami Valley Fire District. Again, my name is Firefighter Paramedic Brian Scott, and with me today is
Nick Sanders. We're excited about this. This is going to be really good.
All right. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next podcast.
Thanks, everybody.